good news is we have a snail! A lucky little snail that I kind of feel like naming. Maybe something very silly like Lucky Rain or like Rainy Luck. How about that? How about that? Just to start things off on a really good... Well, snails don't really have feet, do they? Or do they have like one foot? We actually, once upon a time, had a extremely sweet patron who I think she's quite busy with college now. I can't believe she's grown up that big. Big. I'm sorry. I used to be a like auntie, so that's just, I didn't mean anything by it. You know what I mean? Oh. Anyway, she loves slugs and snails and had such cool, interesting facts about them. I have never forgotten her. And I have always secretly been a little bit more fascinated in snails and slugs because of her passion. I hope that I can just give you an ounce of the passion in anything I do that she had for like snails and slugs, and it would make everybody's world an even better place to be. And actually making snails' lives and their world a better place to be is part of our goal here today, especially as we go ahead and we try to carry on where everything left off last time, discovering that the Vexers can actually turn against us. To say that's a vexing problem is an understatement, because I still have some emotional oof from losing our friends that we had made to the corruption. And now, like, here's a little Vexer. I don't know if we can trust this little one. I mean, kind of the answer is no. And so like, what's vexing me right now? Honestly, it's kind of like the sorrow of watching someone fall to the corruption again, because To-Do Listia ended up kind of stabbing us in the back. And planting poison plants everywhere and completely draining the life energy out of a whole hosta, which I guess if you had to look over our entire land of Mostesia and one hosta got its life sucked out of it to its doom, maybe that's not the worst thing, but still, it could have gotten a lot worse. So I'm kind of like, oh gosh, you know what? They're in a cult! They're in a cult! Oh, we have to rescue the gnomes trapped in a little cult, and you can tell I've been reading a lot of TK, like Kingfisher's really wonderful fantasy series, which you should only read if you're a grown-up, mostly. And I have been just thinking about the awesomeness of fantasy and rescuing people from cults and paladins. So you know what? We're going to go ahead, and we are going to name this little Vexer. How about, salvation or redemption? Sally. Saliation for salvation. We're gonna try to give these guys salvation. Because what's vexing me is that when the corruption comes, which I thought the corruption meter, I mean, no corruption detected in my foot. Oh, I wonder if what this does is instead of warn me when the corruption comes, I wonder, another snail! See, I told you! Rainy luck it is! Rainy luck! Oh my gosh, we have just mastered snail wisdom. That makes me so happy. Oh my word, I knew you'd have some lucky, how about lucky mud? Because now we're going to have this little snail go down here in the mud. We've got lucky rain, lucky mud. Now we actually know what it takes to go ahead. And we have mastered the heart of the snail. They love the broken pot the most. They won't go near turtles. They need 4 lush patches and 1 sand patch in a like 9 area. Got it. And then 1 mushroom. Only 1 mushroom. Oh, wow. You guys have very simple demands. Personally, if I was a snail, I would kind of, you know, at least 4 mushrooms and give me a little variety, please. Or a nice mossy log. But a broken pot, I think we can actually get that from Corbett as one of the things that, unless I already did, there it is! Okay, the broken pot would be a little bit, to say the least, in our green nectar. Can I maybe sell some of our gold nectar to buy out the green nectar, and then come over. Still, I would like to have a lot more green nectar to give to Corbett to make whatever kind of, wait a heckin' second here. Hold up. Let's check the upgrades with Faunus. We do need to get a lot more animal points because as much as I love the snails and I'm quite excited to have their one footsie, I guess, because I think they only have one footsie at present, I think that they actually don't bring a lot of animal points. However, if we can convince the crows to move back in and then the owl to move in, or the owl to move back in and more crows to come, then we will definitely have enough energy for Faunus to harness to take care of our land. So let's see. The trader's just nectar for gold, which I guess I should have looked at a minute ago, but here we are. And then we could do garden love. Upgrades use less energy. Oh, we should be doing that one, I think, because if upgrades could use less energy, then we would need less animals and we could start just really like piling on the ability to befriend like more of our little friends, the ability to help everybody work well. Okay, let's get that one. And now we need... Oh my gosh, how did that make such a huge difference? Okay, note to self, we're gonna sit on top of our gold until we have about 600,000 because it turns out that happens to be one of the most powerful things that I constantly could have asked from Faunus. Right, well then, because since they take less energy, that means whatever energy we had became more valuable and now we have 50 animal magics to work with. Cool, well, at least that part's going well. Now, we should go ahead and review the important mail that we have got before we come over and we start figuring out how to convince Zelda the cat, blessed be our little kitty cat, to move out of where I'm trying to have the owl move in. So, and that's Hortic Day. Hello there, Seri. We hope this letter finds you well. We are reminding you that Hortic Day is coming up in 5 days. As usual, we have themed quests with grand prizes for you to win. If you had told me I just needed to sell 6 more things to win the grand prize, I guess then it wouldn't be a challenge, but still. And this time, perform the most upgrades. Tell what? I gotta think about that. Anyway, we'll discard that for the minute. I guess we'll be kidnapped and abducted for the entertainment of various peoples in a little bit here. And we've got some other important mail to sort through. It looks like you overloaded your gloves there, Seri. If you cast a spell without the required nectars, your gloves will overload. Once overloaded, they require some time to become usable again. Darn it, that's what happened when we were battling the corruption. Oops, an item decayed into ruin, Seri. These things happened if you're not careful, but with time, you will get better at preventing decay. Just be mindful, okay? Regards, the council. P.S. We emptied the kitchen pot of gold. Hopefully it will cover the item loss. Oh, 159. I feel so bad. I didn't mean to steal the gnome's gold. Keep it in your little garden pots, friends. You don't need to do that. Oh my gosh. Well, all right. Oh dear. Jack the Second, how are you sick again? I swear, it feels like playing Humpty Dumpty with these guys sometimes. I turn my back and the next thing I know, I'm like rushing after them and it's like, how are you sick again, friends? Ooh, there's a curious creature. A crow! Yes, you can move in. Please do. Oh my gosh, I have like multiple locations that you could go to. How about you move in right here first, my friend? Welcome, crow. This is an apple I picked up, not the crow to rename. That's interesting. Okay, crow, we're gonna go ahead and I guess Dawn Crow? Okay, how about Dawn... How about Dawn Sky the Crow? Because it arrived at the Dawn Sky. No, Dawn Apple. Are you kidding? It was Dawn. I picked up an apple. I love it. There you go, Dawn Apple. Enjoy. I wish I could... I probably could feed these guys. Like, use the apples to do something. Can I give it to the gnomes? Where's Jack the Second, who was feeling sick? Did that help? No? Let's see. There? No? Okay. What about... Here, can I put it on a... No? Okay, come on. I want to do something cute with that. I'm going to have to figure out what I can do with the apples. All right. Anyway, I wonder if I can put them in the crates that we can get. I guess it wouldn't hurt anything. Come here, crate. Suitable for stacking stuff, you say? Oh, come on. I want to stick it like that. Wouldn't that be a fun little Easter egg you could do, is just like collect a bunch of apples and just stack them in there? That would make me really happy. Anyway, we need to convince Zelda the cat to move back over here so that we can, oh, the bumblebee. Sorry. Where are we gonna put this little bumblebee? And a curious goldfish has appeared. We have a new bee. And then, how about, Forgabee for being forgetful. And then a new goldfish. Welcome, friend. Where the heck am I putting you? Over here? Excellent. I could have sworn this land was already claimed, but how about we have... Reed Rush the goldfish. These are just very random names today, but you know what? It's just the mood of the day. I'm feeling creative. If you could call that creativity, but we'll just be very kind to myself. No judgments here. And I think we can afford the last of the upgrades tomorrow for Faunus's upgrades for getting the most out of the magic of the animals that we've currently got with us, which would be so cool. And also, Callium, how did you get sick? Oh, I really need to keep a good eye on my gnomes. Okay, Callium, where are you going? Gotcha. All right, phew. I hope the Vexers aren't giving them, like, poison treats. That'd be a little bit of a problem. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, that's right. Okay, wait, now, oh no, we need to get a new house for Zelda fast, because now that we moved to Crowin, the crows and the cats don't get along. I forgot about that. All right, well, we need to get the rats to come on in. The rats are really, oh, pumpkins make them happy. I didn't know that. Okay, we're gonna try to get the rats to move in here and be happy. They really adore pumpkins, and they need 9 land tiles. They don't really care about what kind of land tiles, but they need 3 vegetables, 2 shelter, a keeper, and if we have pumpkins, are pumpkins a thing we have? That actually surprises me now that I think about it, because I don't think we've had pumpkins yet. I didn't even know you could have pumpkins. This is exciting, because now we get to look forward to pumpkins. Let's see. Well, if we're going to go ahead and give them... We're going to need a keeper's cottage who can come and kind of exist at the edge of this spot. And I'm going to have, like, cats also inhabit the area. Let's have this cute little tree one. That's really adorable. And we want a keeper for the rats to be super happy, I think? Yeah. And then they love pumpkins. 3 vegetables, 2 shelter. Well, the kale provides shading, shelter, and vegetables. So if we have 2 of those, and then, or do they want to be away from the keeper? We'll double check that in a little bit here. A curious keeper. Well, that didn't take very long. Ariel, one of our wonderful patrons, welcome. You are next on the name list. Oh, there wasn't a keeper here. That's why the rat wasn't happy. Ariel of, I guess you're kind of like Ariel of rats, but it's kind of like the Ariel of veggies. Ariel of veggie, oh dear. Well, I did my best. Whoa. All right, there we go. So now we have a good spot for a rat at least. And I guess that means if we had another keeper's cottage down here, I could probably put one, whoops, like right here. Another curious crow appeared, yes! Okay, that's good, except for the fact that that's gonna be in Zelda's space. Okay, we're gonna have to move fast, and this is gonna be called Cattail the Crow, because I like the idea that, you know, Cattail the Crow sort of fusses. Oh no, somebody's sick. Sort of fusses with, oh no, Sunshine, don't be sick. With where the, go, a new keeper. We'll add you right over here for Nuller. Welcome, Nuller. So how about Nuller? How about Nuller of... Okay, Nuller of cats actually sounds like you get rid of the cats. So how about, Gardener Nuller, cat keep. No, they're cat keeper is what I'm trying to say, but we'll work with this. Well, it's a work in progress, a work in progress. All right, and then let's see. I think I need to provide something else for rats over here too. In order, yeah, keeper is right here. There we go. So we might get some rats over here to be happy. And then I wonder if I can provide... Ooh, I don't think we have a lot of the leeks yet. Hardy vegetable that's related to onions, but instead of growing as a bulb, the edible part grows as cylindrical leaves. Well, excellent, excellent. I'm sure that's relevant to the, well, interested parties. And then let's do this. Oh, and I need some sand for the cats. And that will make the cats really happy. If I have a little bit of sand. Yeah, rat space, rat space. And then if I'm trying to make a cat zone... They also like tall things. So, no crows. And then we need something tall. Apple tree? Has that? Maybe? Maybe? And then, oh, I could move one of the extra rats over. All right, where's one of my rats? It's surprise! Surprise the rat! Nobody expects surprise the rat. Ta-da! Yes, now we have a cat space. Okay, Zelda, where are you? Here you are. Zelda, did I move you? I did. Oh my gosh, we did it. I'm so... Please tell me all of my animals are happy, because that would mean a lot. Zelda, this is your home? Okay. Oh my gosh, I think we destroyed it. We've destroyed the cat habitat over here. That makes me very happy, because we don't want cats here. Also... Let's go ahead and do this upgrade really quickly, where it now will take less energy thanks to the almost 600,000. Okay. Or should we do... No, let's do upgrades cost 50% less gold first. Please tell me. Yes! And now they use less energy! Huzzah! We probably did like nothing in terms of upgrades for Hortic Day. However, 86 animal energy! Yes! And everything else is dramatically cheaper when it comes to like helping our keepers cast things faster. Oh my gosh. And to be able to heal more and the magic cost being reduced so I can save up on nectar for my like nectar making chaotic crow. I love this. Nice! Half of all possible upgrades are done. See, all the magic you keep investing in generates a kind of magic field, just like a magnetic one. Kind of reminds me of like planting a forest, and it starts generating its own atmosphere that starts generating the clouds that keeps the forest watered. That's one of the reasons deserts are so hard. They don't really keep the moisture. It goes through the soil. There's lots and lots of reasons, but also because there aren't trees to evaporate the water into the sky to make the clouds, then you kind of are stuck at the beginning where you don't have the water to grow the tree, that evaporate it into the sky to grow the cloud to try to kind of keep at least some moisture in the area. It's a bit of a mess. Some creatures are sensitive to it. Some are even attracted like moths to a flame. Me, I'm still figuring it out, but ever since I was a tiny faunus, I've always felt invigorated around magic. Let's just say the disappearance of Nightshade hurt me doubly. Anyway, I'm starting to really feel it, Seri. I attached a new picture. Your friend Faunus. Aww. I like the idea that, like, he sent us a picture because he's feeling a bit better. That's nice. And also, Mercury, you have new upgrades, you say? Those piranha details. Tempting. Ooh, and a mango tree. Nice. And I think we've seen everything else. We'll come back to that. All right. Somebody's sick. Chicken of the woods! There. You doing better? Maybe? Who's unhappy? Is it chicken? You need shelter? Okay, hang on. How did you get there without shelter, my friend? What's a good shelter? Is that good for a froggy? Home and cozy? Okay. I don't know if a pile of leaves is good for a little froggy, but here we are. Well, look at how much we've managed to accomplish just by going ahead and trying to take good care of some snails. Just, oh dear, and fun hoof of cabbages! Okay, good. Managed to go ahead and, I don't know, I actually think, oh, now an earthquake. I actually am kind of worried that the Vexers are feeding our gnomes like poison cookies. It's becoming a little bit of a big concern, to be completely honest with you. Excellent. Not so excellent about the earthquake, but everything else is going to plan. Like, if you plan for the unplannable, like an earthquake, then maybe you planned properly. Always leave a little wiggle room, in other words. Oh dear. Yes. Yes. Wiggles. Thank you. I don't think things went too badly. As far as earthquakes have gone, I have had much worse happen and with much less in like many of the cities of Sims I have had. All right, well, not bad. I think we could definitely work on making sure that like our rat area and our cat area is a little nicer. I really want to see if we can convince our owl friend to move back in. Let me see if I've managed to get that happening. We do have an owl territory ready to go. Yes. Okay, and then Bad Wolf, what are you eating? See, there's the Vexer again. I'm getting kind of worried. I want that interesting, like, the detective dog to come back so that we can maybe be like, so you want to take more gnomes into gnome witness protection program? Because I think they're feeding my animals and my garden gnomes poison cookies, and I don't like that. All right, let's see how we did. Yes, I know. We didn't really add a lot this time. I was trying to stop everybody from being poisoned and dying and upgrading a whole bunch of things. One of these days I might even break the 300th place. Not today though. Please give me mango tree, I beg you. Oh no. Oh, I didn't know. I would have spent my money faster if I knew. At least they upgraded the zoologist badge for me. I wanted more. But all right, I think if we are going to take care of everything, we are going to need to admit that of the many things to upgrade, we need to improve our magic so that we can either befriend or banish some of the creatures that have snuck into our garden time and time again to cause destruction and chaos. And we also need to prepare ourselves for exploring further, expanding farther, so that we can get to the other 4 ruinic boulders and we can really confront whatever darkness is here. Also, Faunus does have a new picture. Oh, he's looking really good. I'm glad he's feeling better. All right, so I think first of all, we should go ahead and we should grace ourselves with the ability to explore a little further and to also make Mercury hand over those goods a lot faster, giving us more items that they're selling, giving them to us cheaper, and then possibly even working with Corbett to turn in some of the nectar that we have been collecting. However, I think making our keepers run faster. Oh, dang it. You know what? I just basically said we should upgrade everything. All right, let's make the upgrades cheaper first so that we can try to get to the ruinic boulders. Can I get, okay, so now expansions are 75% cheaper. I'll take that. And then let's also make it so that we can, let's make Mercury sell more things. And then let's have Mercury, if we can, Mercury's cost reduced by 65%. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hopefully that'll give us a lot of money. And then our final thing for upgrading. We're almost out of our animal energy even with all of that. Our final thing for upgrading. How about if we upgrade our garden love? Let's do that. Wasn't on my radar, but I think that'll give us more daily income from our love being turned into gold. As I'm not exactly sure what that says about life, but I'm not going to dwell on it too hard. Also, there's a heckin' lot of like nectar all over the place that I want to take good care of. All right, well, we could basically just point ourselves in a direction and have plenty to go ahead and work on now. But let's take a little peek at some of the quests we might kind of eye up. I do believe beetle habitat. How did I forget about the beetle habitats? I did forget about the beetle habitats. And also garden fondness. I have a garden love of 125%. Look, I'm working on it. But all right, you know what? we have to some degree mastered the joy of the snail. Perhaps we can go ahead and we can give a little bit of attention to the joy of whatever is going on with, let's see, can I get, sorry, I want to make sure we can make happy rats too. I should really pick a spot and just stick to it, but I can't help it. It's just so much fun to take care of everyone. I love them all. All right, so little rat friend, you need more things for sure. And we can also kind of like keep an eye out for pumpkins. And did I ever go ahead and get that broken pot for our snails? I didn't. Decisions to be made. But we'll go ahead. I will be good for now. And we will let everyone kind of catch their breath and rest for just a moment while we think about the vast futures that we want to pursue and the idea of going ahead and possibly adding in, hopefully, yeah, I'll put down a whole bunch of these because that's kind of fun. I need to add in, if I could just have a pumpkin, I bet this would be a fantastic rat habitat. But we will go ahead and we will work on some of our beetles and maybe a few other things next time because I'm getting a little distracted to say the least with the options. I'll do my best to pick something and just stick to that zone. Also, I have to plant a bunch of these tomatoes. This is just like, they look like miniature apple trees. They're huge. They're huge. That really makes me wonder how gigantic the tomato plants, the tomatoes themselves must be if they're the same size as the apples. Oh, all right. Distracted, serious, distracted, and happy because of course I am. I'm in a garden. And I will see you all next time. Oh no, my bumblebee is sick. Oh, there's no help for me. I just love this. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.